I don't see if bro pop up, and this is SDub now. He's not SDub no more.
Y'all gotta understand though, when somebody is like
there you
go.
Machiavelli 3. Wait, that's 4 years ago. Oh, there's a YouTube.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
My bad, bro.
When somebody be they self, they don't change up. It's kind of hard for them to blow up like the other people,
cause you conform. Because you at some point you gonna go from being Ice Cube, fuck the police, to are we there yet? That's the point of people that say, oh, you're selling out. But as an adult and a grown up, you gonna have to make business moves, and if you don't want to go that route, I feel you gonna hinder yourself in your career. What you do?
Make sacrifices.
Yeah, like if I gotta go tone it down to be more acceptable to the public, and it's gonna bring more money to me and shit, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you can call me a sellout, whatever, but if I'm still pushing my message across, but y'all want me to not curse so much, all right, so what? I tone it down. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do to succeed out here. But if you just saying fight the power, fuck it, and you don't care, don't switch up. Like, I'm not gonna switch up. I'm never gonna go whatever I believe. Like, if them niggas came out and was like, yeah, I do some gay shit or wear a dress or some gay ass shit, I would never fucking. I don't give a fuck. Like, it ain't worth that to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you want it that bad, you gonna do what you gotta do. So these niggas can't. I don't want your pants hanging off your ass, and I want you to carry yourself a different way, and not be out here thugging. I ain't saying that's really selling out. It's just being smart. It's being smart for your brand.
If that's what if that's what you see, I wouldn't do it just because somebody was telling me to do it though. If I felt like Deniro, I follow him on Instagram and I see him with his kids and I see him being an adult. You know what I'm saying? Doing different shit. So like, I recognize this as entertainment. Whatever message he's portraying, whatever character he is, this is Deniro Farrar. This isn't. I don't know. That's not his real name.
It's not who
right?
he
You know
really
what I'm saying? So his character in real life isn't the same as the entertainment, right? So like, if he decides to switch it up in his entertainment and be a different character, that's perfectly fine. But not because the label tells you to do it or because it's gonna be a good move for you.
My thing is,
I would just be me, and if
they're saying
it's
like,
authentic, it's authentic.
You're bringing in $500,000 right now. They're saying, okay, say this. You're bringing in $500,000 right now, right? And they're like, yo, if you, I'm not saying change who you are, but if you dress a little bit different, and it's not something that I feel like is not crazy, like, I'm not coming out with no bell bottoms on or a tube top or something.
But he had some bell bottoms on. But he was wearing some 70s, but for the video.
But
right?
that's what he, you know what I'm saying. But if they came at me and was like, yo, like, this shit will look better on your image, and it's not compromising me feeling like. But they're like, yo, but if you do this and you tone your language down and you dress a little more conservative, but it'll take you from fucking $500,000 to $1 million.
I don't know.
Who's to say I wouldn't do it? I'd be like, shit, nigga.
I don't know.
Give me some goddamn St. Laurent skinny jeans on, bitch.
Man, I will take some pointers, but I'm not.
I don't feel like that's selling out to me, man. I feel like that's being.
You still changing.
You being a smart, nah, bro.
If you felt like if the video,
I could see if it was some shit like I couldn't rock with, like, bro. You want me to come out here with a goddamn tutu on or something? Like, nah, I can't do it. I don't care how much money. But if it's something I can really be like, all right.
If I could take some advice, if they were just like, hey, you know what? I mean, you could probably not curse so much. Yeah. If I feel like it, okay. But if I don't,
if I'm not gonna curse, I'm gonna curse. And they be like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
If I feel like if it's real, I don't care if they offer me money to do it. I'm not gonna do it just because they said so. But if you suggest I wear something, I'm like, yeah, I can try that, and I do it. That's cool. But I'm not just gonna do it because I'll be uncomfortable doing it.
I won't feel like it's me.
I won't feel like it's me unless it's really how I feel. So I get what you're saying, but there's, everybody's got a line. Apparently, Machine Gun Kelly doesn't have a line. He's willing to just
do whatever.
He used to be my favorite artist, bro. Like one of my favorite artists.
They're like, you come out here and they're like, we want you to speak on abortion or something.
I respect his art and whatnot. Yeah, I mean,
and
I don't think artists that get involved in politics and shit are really.
But you get what I'm saying,
like, idea either.
Yeah, like if they're like, yo, I feel like you should support the president or whatever, and make it public and be known to support. Like, I feel like shit like that. Like, nah, I'm not about to
What about what people thought about Eminem at the Super Bowl?
What like, he kneeled?
Yeah, like a lot of people. I've seen a lot of like.
What are you
people hating on Eminem?
But I'm saying a lot of people
did that. Are you serious? Like, you're gonna because people think it's political, but at the same time, I heard other people saying, "No, he was paying homage to Pac." Doesn't really matter. That's what he chose to do, but I think it was a message in it.
But you gotta also think,
like, what are they gonna say about him when he's kneeling?
It's
right?
Emma fucking them. When has he not pushed the fucking envelope and been controversial, and he's just doing it at a growner level now.
I think everybody.
It's like
everybody.
He's not coming out saying, "Fuck you, Christina Aguilera." You know what I mean? He's not saying some crazy shit. He coming out like, "Oh, I'm a Neil. It's controversial. I'm Eminem. I got this."
I don't think he was doing it to be controversial. I think he.
I feel like he really wanted to kneel, but like he always been controversial. What do you expect? Like he could have been so much worse. Like
I would have had everybody do it.
He could have pulled a Janet.
He could have pulled a Janet. You know how many people would have been so mad?
He could have pulled a Janet Jackson out and had goddamn Mary pull a string and his nuts flapped out. Goddamn, you know what I mean? Like let's push the envelope. I'm Eminem. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck it, I'll kneel." They gonna feed into it some kind of way.
I think they said they told him not to, and he was like, "Well,
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm Eminem."
No, I don't even think he said I'm gonna do it anyway. They were just kind of like whatever. And when the time came, he just did it.
I did it.
He felt what he did was what he wanted to do. Shit.
Why not?
I think it would have been funny just to see everybody do it and then see how mad people get.
But here's the funny thing is, he the only white dot up there. He did.
Yeah.
He's the only one that had the nuts to do it.
Big message. No, I think they're purposeful. Like
yeah, like nigga, you get cut. If we did it, it's a different image. Right. But when he do it, it's the same point, but people gonna look at it different.
It was almost like, what are y'all gonna say now?
Uh-huh.
Like honestly, I think it also speaks to the point when people say like they speak about white privilege and whatnot. They say to use it to further the cause. Right, if you got like obviously there's a thing to it, right?
There's such thing as a white privilege. I don't feel like I agree with you 100%. We can fuck with you if you use your white privilege for the cause to fucking bring shit to the light and educate other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Versus using it to make moves and gain. And you're not helping nothing.
Nah. He's just feeding into the bullshit.
And that's how I take like any kind of people that say appropriation. If you're doing something and you're not giving back to what you got from, like, for instance, people doing rap music, like Eminem doing rap music, he pays homage and he always respects the culture and he always does it for good, right? But if there are other artists that totally mock the culture and totally do it just like Riff Raff. Like, it's kind of like artists like that, you're teetering. They're teetering on whether or not it's, like, acceptable or not. But
you want to hear the crazy shit?
It's funny, but it's not.
I get on niggas' ass, like I tell you, Malibu's most wanted. But out of all the motherfuckers, I'm going to stand up and say it. I'll fuck with you, Riff Raff. I fuck with Riff Raff super hard. I feel like his character, it's an act, of course, but I feel like he got his hood pass, his genuine hood pass, and niggas ain't giving him that shit just cause he got a street. Like he really been out here. Like niggas fuck with Riff Raff. Like niggas know him in Houston.
They give him shit. He was on a track with
people give him shit with Paul Wall.
Yeah.
He been on a lot of Yellow Wolf shit. Him and Yellow Wolf shit. Fire.
Oh, he did one. I didn't like it too much.
Which one?
The one with Yellow Wolf.
The whole tape.
Yeah. I know he did one with
I like $1 Million Mother.
Skating. $1 Million Mud.
$1 Million Mud. I'm talking $1 Million Mud.
I think he's his character though, not comparable to like an Eminem. Eminem that's really him. He's not portraying a character. Riff Raff is a character. There's a real human underneath all that, and that's why I think
some of it is him. And I think that's where people are getting them wrong. I think people are thinking of it as a gimmick, but it's really more genuine than we think. That man really from Texas, so he really he from Florida, I think originally, or California, but he moved to Texas, and he really on that shit. Like he really on that whole selling pints and lean and shit. And he really be out there swinging and shit. Like niggas fuck with Riff Raff. Like a lot of these motherfuckers, they really ain't got no street credibility. Like you really can't tell, like, and that's with anybody. You really don't know what these motherfuckers doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's the digital age, nigga. Like, you could spit about, like, you know who else I think not really about that shit? I'm like, God forgive me because I don't know him.